Welcome into the Dad Verb podcast. Topics around parenting from the lens of a dad.
Literally right before we clicked the intro to start this podcast, Ben drops a bomb at me.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go again.
What's on loop?
Ben goes, hey, my son asked for Pokemon PJs.
He did.
And he's getting into Pokemon. You know how happy that makes me, man? You know how happy?
He saw Pikachu PJs and loves it.
I'm gonna send your son so many cards, man. You send me your address. He's getting a ton of Pokemon cards. This is what I live for.
He
man.
would love it.
This is what I live for.
He's just started watching. We started from the very beginning.
Oh,
so I managed to find like the initial first episode where Ash Ketchum gets his Pokemon and is traveling through and gets attacked by
the Spearows.
The Spearows, yeah, when he meets Misty and steals her bike and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So we're 4 or 5 episodes in, I think, and he's telling me all about what Pikachu does.
Dude, what a good time to be a dad, man. This is a great time. This is a great time. Hey, welcome in everyone to the podcast. This is going to be a fun one for us. We have Thanksgiving coming right up. And in this episode, we're going to try our best to rank all of the Thanksgiving foods, or most of them, the most relevant ones. And here's a challenge. We're going to have to try to come to a consensus because we're all going to have differing opinions here. So we're going to have to try to figure out where we're going to slot these, whether it's going to be an S tier, which is a godlike tier, top tier food, A, B, C, D, or just F. Like, no, don't even touch it. Okay. So we're going to try something different in this episode. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to be trying to introduce a little bit of a screen share here so you can see how we're going to be ranking everything. And if you're listening, we'll do our best to kind of describe this tier list, this ranking. I mean, we've all seen these tier lists before on Instagram and on YouTube, right? Yeah. I mean,
did you guys automatically mute me? I had a really funny moment. And I looked down. I'm like, apparently I was mute.
I think,
yeah. So what I do for the sake of the listener, sometimes the breathing of the nose and the mouth,
you're killing.
I just mute it so that it's just. Yeah. So for some reason, Saunders just breathes louder than others. So I don't know what that is about. So, but
man breathes like a Peterbilt.
You're welcome. He's airflow going on here.
He's a strong man. He's a strong man.
God.
So
sounds like he's supercharged.
All right, everyone. For the audio only listeners, this is probably a good episode for you to hop onto the YouTubes and see the actual tier rankings. But I'll describe it for you. Okay, we have 5 different categories that we're going to be sorting all the Thanksgiving foods into. We have S tier, which is the top of the top of the top, cream of the crop, elite. Then we have A, which is good, solid, enjoyable. B, it's mid. We like it. We don't love it, but it's all right. C, I'll eat it if I have to. I'll put it on my plate just to be nice, but it's not my thing. And F is absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. These are the things that we're going to be ranking. Okay. Turkey. Now we could subdivide it into dark meat, light meat, because that's a thing. But for now, just because of what we've been presented with, we have turkey. We have ham, biscuits, stuffing, mashed potatoes, creamed corn, scalloped potatoes, mac and cheese, gravy. We've got the green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole, roasted vegetables, sprouts, Brussels sprouts, right? Squash, cornbread, jellied cranberry sauce, homemade cranberry sauce, dinner rolls, pumpkin pie, apple pie, sparkling juice, red wine. Now, we can also, just like for the sake of like some things that might not be on this list, this is probably just like the most common. You guys probably have some things here and there that you'll add that might not be on this list, but
just don't flame us in the comments if we left off your family favorite item. Okay, like
they're gonna flame us in the comments regardless. They're gonna flame us regardless.
Yeah. I'm just upset that bourbon doesn't have its own category because this is
that's what I was thinking. Gathering. Like, you left off Bud Light, Busch Light, and Miller Light. Like what?
Okay. That's the layout. Okay, so this is gonna be a fun episode. We're just gonna be ranking and we're gonna start off with the star of the show. Okay, it's turkey season, right? It's Thanksgiving. It's turkey. But this is just my opinion, and I want to see where you guys are at. Just because it is the star of the show, I don't think it's the S tier, though. Okay, I enjoy it. I don't know that it's worthy of S, though. Where are you guys at on turkey?
C. Solid C.
No.
Yeah,
it's not
turkey
that low.
does not need to be at a Thanksgiving
you get it
table.
just to be nice and not actually eat it.
Yep, I make it and then I don't eat it.
Why?
Because I don't like turkey. Turkey is not a good, like the only good part of a turkey is the drumstick, and it has to be slow roasted for a really long time. The rest of turkey is pretty much disgusting, which is why we drown it in gravy.
Yo, like a turkey leg from Disneyland,
right?
Which
a slow smoked turkey
slow
leg
roasted smoked turkey leg all day, every day. Yep.
All right, but
by the way, you can get them at the Flying J if you want one. Like every Flying J truck stops have them, and they're the same. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. Oh, okay. So, okay, we're not saying it's S. Ben, where are you at? I don't know that is worthy of a C.
So, I am solidly in the camp of I have to be very specific about this. White meat turkey baked in an oven.
It's
trash. It's awful. It's so weak.
That's
it's bland. It doesn't taste like anything. I think that's C bordering F. I could
all right,
leave it.
Dark meat.
Dark meat. Okay, so we'll start there. Assume that everything I'm talking about is dark meat or skin. That's it.
Crispy skin is what's up, man.
Crispy skin.
Yeah.
So dark meat, well cooked. Okay, good. I think that's probably like B, C, right?
I'll say that's a B.
However,
at least
a deep fried turkey, which we do 2 turkeys at my family's Thanksgiving now. We do an oven roasted turkey and a deep fried turkey. A deep fried turkey, the dark meat on there with the crispy skin, lot of seasoning, unbelievable. That is bordering like A, possibly S tier.
Okay.
The second way to do it is spatchcocked and smoked for hours, like 3, 4, or 5 hours.
Yeah.
That is one of the, and then like injected and all that stuff. That's like one of the only ways I truly enjoy turkey, but like just baked in an oven, it's just not good. I've never had a good one.
I won't do a baked or roasted turkey anymore. They're always spatchcocked. Yeah,
okay.
I always spatchcock them and lay them out. And
if we're assuming though that it is the normal traditional, can we maybe just settle on B? Just basic B. No,
because
you would drop it down to C,
and I'm going with C. Yeah,
but you're saying
normal oven roasted turkey.
But here's the thing: I would put it almost. I eat it. The dark meat, I'll jam on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you like a roasted turkey
sandwich? It's a low B, high C.
Yeah,
it's a low B, high C.
A lot of salt.
You need a turkey sandwich on like a regular day, right? Like if you go to a deli, you'd get a sliced turkey. Yeah, see, and
I would.
No, that's...
Here's the thing, though. Okay, not to be super racial about this, but is light meat for white people?
I think it might be.
I like dark meat turkey. Like
you don't count.
Do dark people like the dark meat more? I know.
Seems to be.
I mean, if you want to go the economic standards, it's going to be something like dark meat's usually cheaper at the deli, and so when you get it. No, I'm serious. Like
he's right.
If you look at chicken breast is $2.99 a pound, and thighs and legs are 99 cents a pound, right?
It's so much better.
And so it's a nostalgia thing with what you grew up with.
So much better. It's higher in calories,
it has a better
maybe not
fat
as healthy.
Content. It's delicious.
It's delicious.
I'm sorry.
I don't care who's listening.
Dude, there's nothing worse than dry ass turkey breast on Thanksgiving.
Here's the thing.
It's not good. I don't know why people love it. It can't be on its own. It
can't be on its own, and that's the thing, right? Like if it can live on its own with good flavor, is but it can't. It's just dry. But a good leg on its own, to me, is way more flavorful. All right, let's go to the next protein then. Go ahead.
No, I was to say. So what you're saying is, unless you spatchcock it, deep fat fry it, load it down with seasoning, or eat it with skin, which are all additives to the actual turkey meat.
Yes.
It's
the
not
majority
good.
of people aren't doing that. They're just the basic. Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Ham.
That's why it's BC.
Yeah. All right. Ham. Alternate protein. Where are you guys at on ham? The honey baked ham. Solid B.
Yeah.
I think ham's a solid B.
You know what? I actually agree there. I think we're actually all in agreement. Like, I like it, don't love it, but it's solid. It's solid. I think it's good. I think it's good.
You know what just occurred to me? Do you know where turkey stands out? Day after Thanksgiving sandwiches.
Okay, day after Thanksgiving.
Like the turkey mixed with the stuffing and the
we'll do a bonus round.
Serves it. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I make a sandwich out of it. I do
Right.
weird things that we're going to get into later with the cranberry stuff. We'll get into that. Okay.
I do weird things with cranberry.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
do.
don't want to.
All right. So next one, let's get into some carbs over here. Okay, biscuits and rolls. If you were to grade biscuits, I think I would go biscuits over rolls. That's just me. I think biscuits taste a little bit better, but I feel like rolls are a little bit more versatile because you can make sandwiches out of them. I don't know. Where would you rank the biscuits or rolls? I don't think I really have biscuits. My family, I think they mostly do rolls. Where are you guys at?
We do dinner rolls and cornbread.
Yeah.
We rarely do buttermilk biscuits. The reason we do dinner rolls and cornbread is because the dinner rolls are great for like sopping up all the fats and the gravy. And
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a plate cleaner.
Yeah,
the cornbread's an actual thing on
mop.
its own that has to exist, right? The one year we did do biscuits, they were gone in a heartbeat, but it's because we made like 24 and everybody loves buttermilk biscuits. Like, right? So,
Yep.
I would argue biscuits are A or S, but dinner rolls are a solid A or B.
I know that dinner rolls are at least an A. I don't know that they're S.
Yeah.
I think
They're not S tier unless somebody's got a special like seasoned biscuit recipe, but again, or not biscuit, dinner roll recipe.
Right.
Like I stumbled across this doesn't count as a dinner roll, but like a garlic parmesan focaccia muffin recipe the other day, which sounded amazing.
Yep.
That's like an S tier carb, right? Like that sounds incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a
regular
rosemary salt crusted dinner roll before, and they disappear, but they don't qualify as dinner rolls. Like when I'm thinking dinner rolls, I'm thinking like Rhodes, Texas dinner rolls, right? That need to dehydrate for 4 days before you can actually bake them. Not dehydrate, what they call it, melt and proof.
Food.
So biscuits, are we pairing it with the dinner rolls in A tier, or are we going all the way S?
I've never had a Thanksgiving dinner that had biscuits and they didn't all get eaten.
So we're saying S. Oh.
I mean, that's where my dinner or biscuit roll game
it's
is
A or
experienced.
S. We know this.
Yeah.
It's A or S.
I mean, a biscuit with a little bit of butter and honey is one of God's greatest creations.
Honestly, that sends it into S.
Like,
a little honey.
Standalone.
Yeah.
It can only add to a meal.
Yeah,
we're not talking Pillsbury biscuits here, people, right? These are like handmade buttermilk biscuits.
There's that too, but what's wrong with Pillsbury? I don't mind that. Why are you talking
nothing? But that drops them down into A tier.
Don't dog that the pop can. When I hear that,
oh, that's the best.
Come from downstairs.
The layered.
I know it's
anyway,
about to.
All right.
Something's about to slap.
So. Okay, this next one's polarizing, and I know that you guys are going to flame me for this one. Stuffing for me is S. Freaking
in the dish or in the turkey?
I'll do both. I know the traditional way is in the turkey. I don't give a damn. I'll do whatever.
As long as it's in his face.
Stuffing is
as long as it's got carbohydrates
but,
and broth, I'm good.
See, I know I put it here in S, but I can see people going F on that. I know that some people just I will not touch that.
Stuffing is very polarizing.
It is polarizing.
Do you do giblet stuffing? Do you actually like take all the stuff out of the turkey and incorporate it and all that so you get all that flavor? Or do you
had it like that. My family doesn't do it like that, but I don't mind it. I feel like more lately it's been a little simpler with just kind of whatever comes in the bag and you mix it and it's not truly in the turkey. But even then, love it. Absolutely love it.
So for me, a stovetop stuffing right out of the box is a B tier. The giblet stuffing, you make it from yourself. You've got good leftover crusty bread. Like that's definitely an S tier stuffing. I think it can land easily an A.
Can we go A on that? Ben, what are your thoughts on stuffing? Are you either with Saunders?
Stuffing's an A for me.
Okay.
I think that's
all right.
One of the upper tier foods.
I thought you guys were going to hit me on that one, but that's I'm happy with that.
I think stuffing is really polarizing though. There's some people that really hate it. They think it's just like the most because it's like kind of mushy and
like, it's a texture thing.
My mom made an apple rosemary stuffing one year in the turkey that was unbelievable. I still think about that. That would be an S tier food.
It totally depends
but like
how you
general
season
stuffing
it.
is great.
Yeah. We need a vegetable on this list. This is very protein and carb heavy right now.
We're getting there. We're getting there. They're gonna land solid CF, but like
like I was like, vegetables, Brussels sprouts are bad, man.
That's not
we
what
hate
this.
those.
That's not what this holiday's for, guys. Can we agree that mashed potatoes is S?
Yeah. Well, non-instant mashed potatoes, I'll agree.
Yeah,
with
we're
you.
talking about like fresh mash. That's kind of like a true mashed potato. No, Ben is
Ben's
saying
an A
no.
No, I think mashed potatoes are hot garbage. I think they're terrible.
Wow.
I don't. So I wouldn't put them at like an F, but I'd put them way down. There's so many other things I would put on my plate before I would put mashed potatoes on.
I feel like you're having bad mashed potatoes. Like
no, I've had great mashed potatoes. I just don't think there's anything.
Here's what I'll do.
They're great.
I feel like a majority of people would see this and expect it to be on S, but for the sake of Ben being that one outlier, I will drop it down to A.
That's fine. I'll take my. I'll take that.
To be fair to Ben, right? I think mashed potatoes in general, when you have them, restaurants, they land in a solid B, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're nice to have on the plate. You'll eat them, but they're not amazing, right?
The way I look at it is I've never like Jones, like I've never had like a craving for mashed potatoes.
Real, I guess like it's just my family.
They other things that come for Thanksgiving,
dude. I guess it's my family.
This is where I go back to that.
For it.
Yeah, I don't think you've had good mashed potatoes. Like my family will sit down and microwave like a plate of mashed potatoes and just these are delicious. We don't even need gravy. I've literally
made like a French style whipped mashed potatoes, just
you don't like
loaded with butter and salt and everything you can put into it till it's like I've made them myself to like a fine, almost like a whipped cream consistency. And I still thought they were like, these are good. Texturally, they're okay.
Where do you fall out on like scalloped potatoes then?
I don't really think they're that great.
Okay, we'll do that one next. You really think scallop? Okay, hold on. Scalloped potatoes, I like it. I would prefer mashed potatoes over scalloped. Sometimes
scalloped potatoes are hit or miss for me.
Me too, because I've had some scalloped potatoes that are really nicely cooked. They're soft. You bite into it. It's really good. It's buttery. It's great. Cheesy. All that. Then I've had others that are just undercooked, and it's like, why is it so damn crunchy? I feel like some people don't
somebody's
get it right.
Aunt Edna is going to show up with undercooked scalloped potatoes and be like, I've been making this recipe for 40 years, and you're going to try to cut into it, and you can't.
Yeah,
because there's half cooked potatoes in it.
You know what I don't like
you're
either?
Right. I mean,
some people do onions in the scalloped potatoes, and it's sometimes like not even like well cooked, like caramelized onions. It's just like damn near raw, and I'm like, dude, this is not good. This is not good.
This is where
it's making me mad. I'm gonna drop it to F, guys, and I'll go to C.
I think you can drop it to F because you know what I think of now when I think of scalloped potatoes, funeral potatoes. And they're just those cheap
isn't that a Midwest
knockoff
thing?
Versions. It's a Utah thing.
Funeral potatoes.
I think isn't it southern bit too?
I don't know, but
no,
I've never seen them.
Like scalloped potatoes done well are really, really good. But no one takes the time to properly layer the cheese and the potatoes anymore, right? And so they always end up just.
Is the funeral potatoes the one with like a crispy cornflake top kind of thing?
It's the hash browns. It's the cubed hash browns with cream of chicken soup and Velveeta cheese. And
that's not on this list, but I would throw a funeral potato up into like at least B. But
it's consistently decent.
Scalloped potatoes, we're leaving it at C.
That's a B, right? Consistently decent.
Real quick, gravy. In tandem with mashed potatoes, the concept of gravy, though, do you guys use it with the turkey and all that stuff?
Yeah,
or
a good gravy is an S tier.
Yeah, really? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like a good giblets homemade gravy with not a lot of starch in it. That can fix everything on the plate.
That is a
turkey.
That is an enhancer.
Is redeemed for you because of the gravy.
Yeah. Look. Gravy is Thanksgiving's ranch dressing, okay? You can pour it on your whole plate. And as long as you don't taste anything but gravy, you're fine.
Let's do something green for the first time here. Roasted veggies. Roasted vegetables. No, man. I don't on a normal day, I don't mind roasted vegetables, but I don't need that, man. Honestly, I am grabbing the vegetables just to put it on my plate. I'm like, sure. but like, oh, not on this list is not a salad. Usually we have some sort of like kind of
A green salad.
Yeah, like a green salad that kind of goes with. That's not on this list. I would rank that above roasted vegetables. Honestly, roasted vegetables for me. I sound like a child, but I would drop that to FC. I don't.
My roasted vegetables always fall in with the squash category we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have squash here too. We could lump both these together. Roasted vegetables and squash. For me, it's CF. I don't need them. I don't care about them.
Roasted
Those
veggies,
are not the greens that I care about.
I would go BC, but squash I'm going to throw down in F because you either never get enough and it's delicious, or you always get way too much and it's terrible. Like,
Ben, where are you at?
My only exception, I mean, without like getting into like squash and all that stuff, my only exception for like a really good roasted vegetable generally is like a really good quality roasted carrot. For some reason, that I really enjoy.
Shoot me in the face. Like, I'd rather eat
little
a
rosemary,
than...
little salt, little honey on a really good quality carrot.
Wow.
I hate cooked carrots. I can't do it.
Really?
I can't do it.
So bad.
I feel like we should make Ben mashed carrots and gravy, like a mashed potato out of carrots. He'd be perfectly happy.
I'd be perfectly happy with that.
We've settled on roasted veggies C, squash F, cream corn. Cream corn. I
looks like vomit.
It does. I will not.
Yeah,
deny
but it's
that.
delicious. It looks disgusting
but
every time, but it's absolutely amazing. Like it's a solid B, if not an A.
I want to put it into A, but I don't know that it's worthy.
I don't think it is.
I see stuffing, dinner rolls, mashed potatoes, and cream corn's not at that level. So I'm going beyond that. It's hanging with the turkey and ham.
But Ben isn't like in our ranking system.
Ben is like F. Drop that the hell down.
Yeah.
So uniquely enough, though, I do love like corn pudding, like cornbread pudding, which is just a slight, I think, a slightly more solid form of cream corn. There's just a little more substance to it. I love that. Can't stand cream corn.
Yeah. So my cornbread recipe is actually a can of cream corn, a can of whole kernels, onion, sour cream, and Jiffy cornbread mix. And so it has it has that like spongy soft, you can't pick it up. You need a knife and fork.
Yep.
It's not cornbread, it's more of that corn pudding. That's amazing.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
I feel that, but cream corn.
No, Brussels sprouts. Okay, corn. Just corn in general. We've talked about cream corn. What about regular corn, which is butter
super
on it?
mid.
Yeah, that's a
bordering on it.
It's
like
right?
a C.
I would actually prefer cream than just regular. I don't know.
You know what it tells me? It's a lazy Thanksgiving chef.
You just boiled it,
right? Like, all you did was grill some corn and set it out there with a stick of butter. Like, I'm not mad, and I'll probably eat one.
Yeah,
but you could have put in a little effort, right?
Yeah.
And if you're not going to go like roast it in the husk or like make some real effort with it, then I'm good.
Right.
I don't want it.
Do you like it off the cob, or you just kind of cut it off and just kind of mix it with salt, pepper, a couple other things?
I eat it off the cob.
I do too. I need dental floss all the time after, but it's fine.
I don't like the kernels just loose. Like it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway.
Mac and cheese.
Ooh, S tier.
Not a Thanksgiving thing in my book.
Okay, and that's what I was gonna say. Honestly, it is not. Sometimes I will have it, sometimes not, because I feel like when it comes to like something cheesy, it always ends up being like a scalloped potato or something like that. But for me, sorry, I had to mute Saunders. It's just the breathing. So, I love you, man. I love you. Okay, no, here's the thing. Mac and cheese, I would agree with Saunders. It's like, I don't know that it's like super Thanksgiving, but like I know a lot of people do have it, but mac and cheese itself is an S tier thing.
Yes.
I would drop it in S.
Yep. But it's not a Thanksgiving thing.
Right.
For some it is. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
The thing about mac and cheese though, right, is like even boxed mac and cheese is like bordering an elite food. And then when you start getting into
so good.
When you start getting into
Kraft mac and cheese is garbage.
Kraft mac and cheese is amazing.
Oh, we get into what is it, Annie's? We're a bougie family. We buy the kind with the bunny on the box.
Annie's isn't bad.
Dude, either a crock pot mac and cheese that's been like cooking for just hours somebody's grandma has one of those brown crock pots from like the 1970s. It only has 2 settings, and that thing is that is a god tier mac and cheese vessel. You see that thing show up, that is going to be a religious experience.
Yeah, but what I just heard you say was you like Velveeta cheese melted all over noodles, because that's all that's ever cooked in those things.
What is the problem with Velveeta cheese? It's just plastic and yellow. What's the problem with that? It's great.
What's the problem? Yeah.
I'm literally preserving my internal organs. It's
right.
Coating it in plastic, It's just,
I think we need to qualify here that this mac and cheese is like homemade.
Yeah, boiled noodles,
panko crusted in the
cheese
pan.
Sauce.
This is not mac and cheese at the Kraft box. Like,
here's the problem, though. If someone did bring that, I'm fine. I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'll still eat it.
Yeah,
I'm not. You're not putting that on my table.
Green bean
barely
casserole.
Feed it to my kids.
Well, okay. You know what? Before we launch into green bean casserole, let's talk about. We do have to give a shout out to Huckberry, the sponsors of the Dad Verb YouTube channel, as well as the Dad Verb podcast. You want to fit into your clothes. You're probably not going to be doing so after eating all this food, but Huckberry is going to be a great source for finding awesome gear for dads. Thanks to Huckberry for continuing to sponsor Dad Verb and supporting dads all out there. Awesome shirts, pants, and again, like we discussed in the previous episodes, they don't just have gear for dads with regards to clothes, but they also have things for the home, things for the kitchen. So definitely want to swing by Huckberry. We're going to have that linked in the show notes, linked in the description of the YouTube video for you guys to check out. Thank you to Huckberry for sponsoring Dad Verb. Green bean casserole. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Biased.
I'll do it. I like it when they do like the fried onion topping with all the little fixins and all the stuff. Here's the thing, though. I don't want like large ass sticks of green beans. Do we say ass on this podcast? We don't.
Well, Ben has.
I think it's ass already.
So I think we're good today.
So there you go. I like it when it's like cut down a little bit, just so it's because I don't like to fork it in my mouth and have this large bean like hitting the corners of my mouth and squeezing in. Like it ruins the experience. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. You know,
I do. The best part is I know exactly what you're talking about, and I agree.
So if it's cut down to size, flavored nicely, got a little bit of the crisp up top, I'd actually say it's a high B, low A. Honestly,
this is my Thanksgiving dish. S tier all the way. French cut green beans. I don't care if you homemade the cream of mushroom soup. I don't care if you use Campbell's out of the can. Little pepper, little milk, black pepper, and the French's onions. You got to do French's onions, not the store-bought variety, whatever. I would throw it all the way at the top, but
I can see a lot of people being like, green beans. No, I think when it's done right, it's solid.
I think it's a real solid A.
I'd say it's actually A. Yeah. Oh,
agreed.
Okay.
I'm up there with you.
Sweet potato casserole. Guys, I've had a mix of this. Now, I don't know if people dog on this or not, right? I have to have it with marshmallows. I think that is uniquely American. I think anyone
if you're not going to do the marshmallows.
Guys, if you're, we do have a couple of listeners who don't live here in the United States, which if we haven't lost you by now, I'm sorry. We're talking about American Thanksgiving. But the concept of marshmallows on top of a sweet potato casserole is probably like, what the hell? It's good.
If the tryptophan from the turkey doesn't take you out and the nitrates from the ham don't take you out, you're going to carb overload on the sweet potato casserole and be in a diabetic coma by the end of this meal. Like, my problem with sweet potato casserole is it's always too sweet. It's always a giant pile of sugar.
That's why, dude, the one my wife makes, she cuts the sugar like in half.
Yeah.
And it honestly, I think it elevates it. It's better with less sugar in it. And that sounds super counterintuitive, but if you let the sweet potatoes shine and then just let the sweetness be from the marshmallows, maybe a little bit of honey, lots of cinnamon, all that, it is, you put it under the broiler, let the marshmallows like leopard a little bit so they get a little crunchy on top, get that nice color.
I feel like Ben
It's egg.
just
That's one of the
described
things I
like a
really
pumpkin
look-
spice latte made out of potatoes. That's what he's after.
Yeah.
Like,
I have a real soft spot for a pumpkin spice latte.
I went A with
I
it.
get super basic.
Can we settle on A?
We can settle on it.
I think so.
Since
I mean, if you're ranking it the
wildly
same as
disagreed
green
about-
bean casseroles and mashed potatoes, I have a problem. But
I think when it's made well, it's a favorite of mine. I'm saying,
It
yeah,
is.
I'm
in on it.
really,
The sides
All right.
are clearly the stars of Thanksgiving dinner, though.
yeah,
Not the main
Yeah.
proteins. It's the sides. Okay. Next one's very divisive. It's probably the greenest thing that we have here on this list, other than a salad that's not being mentioned. And I know I'm gonna be different here. What are your thoughts on Brussels sprouts?
solid B.
Mm.
They're good.
Ben?
You can put them on your plate. You can eat them. But they're
I know a lot
never
of people
amazing.
They can
Minimum
be really good or absolute trash. There's no in between. Like a balsamic glazed Brussels
okay, this is
sprout
what I'm
with like
talking
bacon,
about.
like a real.
This is
like,
what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like. You really
Balsamic
do the work and make
glaze
them good.
With the bacon, with
I'm
that
in.
fat, with that drip.
That's fine.
yeah,
for
that's
me-
a solid A.
For me,
Yeah.
honestly, that's an S. 100% S. Bro, I will load up
Crispy Brussels sprouts
Bro.
are an elite food.
But I
But-
know. I know.
but-
Yeah,
so
but you
many-
can't eat a ton of them.
Right. But also 90% of the time people show up with either like boil in a bag or steamed
no,
Brussels
no.
sprouts
See, no,
that
that's
smell
a
like a
Yeah,
bag
no,
of
no.
dirty butts.
CSF.
And like, yeah, nobody wants that.
No,
That's why
no.
kids
I'm
hate
talking
Brussels
about-
sprouts.
Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about the good stuff. Now, here's the thing. I know I'm S. I know we're not going to rank it at S. I don't know that it's playing at like I'm seeing it playing at this level of like mashed potato stuffing. I don't know that it's there. I would almost kind of drop it to B.
I would
I'm
only
saying
put it at B because there's too many variables.
Yes.
It doesn't play as like if you have a choice. If sitting in front of you is stuffing green bean casserole or Brussels sprouts, and you only get to pick one, are you
Yeah, you're-
picking Brussels sprouts?
No, I'm probably picking sweet potato casserole. Honestly,
right. Even the good
yeah,
Brussels sprouts.
and
You're
that's
going,
why.
"Mm-mm."
Yeah, you're right. That's why we're dropping it probably to B. You know, I would rank it. I would pick the Brussels sprouts honestly over the cream corn though. The nice
Yeah.
the nice
Oh, of
Brussels
course.
sprouts we're talking about. Yeah, I mean that's kind of I would do that. All right.
I mean, to be fair though, would you really pick a buttermilk biscuit over Brussels sprouts? Like, there's a
No,
like I feel like
no,
our ranking
no.
system is now broken.
Yeah, I know a little bit. Yeah, I'm starting to see this. We can tweak here at the end. Cornbread. Going back to the breads, we should have done cornbread with the dinner rolls and the biscuits.
It
I-
follows up in that A.
It should be in there, right?
Yeah.
Would you go?
Agreed.
Yeah, I would actually pick a dinner roll over the cornbread. Just how versatile the dinner roll is.
Yes.
The cornbread's good. Cornbread's solid. Would I pick it over the stuffing? Actually, I wouldn't. I would go stuffing overall.
No. And frankly, I mean, I would if we're ranking them horizontally now, right?
Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit tougher.
Roll, stuffing, green bean casserole, and then mashed potatoes. Like you're picking cornbread over your potato casserole here.
I don't know. We won't rank.
We gotta keep
horizontally.
going.
That's
That's gonna
We're
get
gonna-
too complex.
all right, guys. Cranberry sauce.
F.
Okay, let's
F.
go,
Jelly
Oh.
to cranberry,
bro.
Oh no.
Straight
That
up
is-
out of a
oh my
can.
God, yeah,
Nope.
with the mold
Is-
and everything.
It's-
Oh, I love cutting
Bro.
it on the rings.
Bro, these jellied cranberries straight out the can. You dump
Mm-mm.
that, plop. Give me some slices. 100% S.
No,
100% S.
that stuff. No,
When
But it's
when
not
hear
F.
the,
It's not S. Where are we
when you
going?
hear the suction release when it pops
Ah.
out of
Yeah.
the can.
Dude, nothing better. Here's the thing: the homemade cranberry sauce. No,
Yeah.
I want the artificial. I
no, homemade
want.
cranberry sauce, little oranges, some mint.
What's the
That
name of the
stuff's
brand?
Amazing.
I do love a good
Ocean-
homemade cranberry sauce.
Ocean
but
Spray.
The canned
Ocean
one
Spray,
has
man.
my heart too.
Yeah, I think that's a nostalgia thing. Like,
I love it, man. Here's what I do.
But I
You know
didn't
what
like
do?
it when I was a kid. I
Is it
didn't
ever
like it
gone?
until I was an adult.
It's gone.
Is it
because
ever-
of me? It's gone.
Yeah, okay.
Literally, it's gone because of me.
but
Yeah.
does
So here's the
anybody
thing.
else eat it, or do you
You
just
know-
sit there and eat the whole?
I'm gonna be weird. I'm gonna tell you how I do it. All right, I grab a little a slice of the cranberry with some turkey, jammed it into a dinner roll, and inside there a little bit of stuffing, and I got just this weird ass turkey sandwich with.
So you don't like turkey?
Mhm.
That's what I just heard. You like the
I like
overpowering
turkey.
of cranberry, the fat from the stuffing, and you use the roll to hold it all in, and all of that masks the taste of turkey.
of the white meat breast turkey. Yes, 100%. Dark meat, I'm eating on my own. Oh yeah.
All right.
But every bite is probably accompanied with a little.
It's the
slice
only
of
way you get the
cranberry.
white meat
Yeah.
down. Yeah, it's coming with something else: gravy, cranberry, potatoes,
Yeah.
whatever, something.
That's how it is. Should we just do cranberry B? Because it's not F, it's not S. It is S, but I think it's
It is
solid.
S.
We could just rank it right in the middle, both of them. Honestly, cranberry, the homemade sauce. I don't know. It's.
Have you ever had like a homemade cranberry relish?
I've had a couple different versions of it, and then I had even one with a little bit of orange zest in it, which everyone's like, "Oh, it's the best." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not." This is
Mandarin
trash.
oranges,
Get those
fresh mint, cranberries every year.
Oh,
Relish.
Yeah, it's too frou-frou, man. It's too private school, man. It's,
Yeah, I still got a soft spot for the canned one, man. I really do.
the same way.
Something about that ruby red gelatinous blob.
I'm into that
Brings
too.
me right back.
All right. We're getting into desserts now. I think there's so many out there, but I think there's just the two main ones: pumpkin pie, apple pie. Let's rank pumpkin first. Where are you guys at on pumpkin pie?
CF.
Me
I don't
too.
like pumpkin
I
pie's
don't like
garbage.
I don't like pumpkin pie either. It's not my thing.
But I don't
Oh
like
my God,
pumpkin
I
spice
quit this
latte
show.
or
You
any of
guys
that
suck.
stuff.
Are you
You guys are absolute trash. S tier all the way.
No.
Pumpkin
You would
pie
pick a
is an
pumpkin pie
elite
over apple.
food.
You would pick a pumpkin pie over apple.
No.
For this holiday, yes.
Yeah. Oh,
I'd go pumpkin pie over apple for Thanksgiving.
I mean,
No
if you went to a
way.
Perkins or a Village Inn or a Eaton Park and they had a pumpkin pie or an apple pie,
I don't know what any of those places are.
it's the diner
Me
that
neither,
does
actually.
pies.
oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay.
What's the southern diner that serves pies all the time?
one of those? I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. I don't think I've ever eaten pie in a southern diner.
Where,
Real quick.
where did you go to college at 2 a.m. when you were writing a paper and they had
I don't
pie
remember. I
and
couldn't see
coffee and
straight.
breakfast?
They didn't have that. They were all Greek. They had baklava.
Wow. All right.
It's all our diners were Greek. I grew up in upstate
That
New York,
sounds
where I
really
went to like they
nice.
were all Greek diners.
I mean,
so
Andrew,
they all had
the
like
reference for you would be
spanakopita, baklava,
D's,
all that stuff.
right? D's Family Restaurant.
D's
Yes.
nuts.
Yeah. So if you were at D's, would you eat the pumpkin pie or the apple pie?
Apple.
Yeah, right.
Okay, real quick. Peach pie, apple pie, cherry pie, blueberry. Which one would you actually prefer?
Apple. All
Apple.
over.
Really?
Yeah.
I really like
Mhm.
a peach. Honestly,
Out of
not
all the
even
berries-
a pie. I like a cobbler. Apple cobbler.
Yeah, but a
peach
cobbler isn't a pie. That's a
I know,
that's a
I know, it's
whole
not-
different product.
It's a mashed up version of it. Effectively, I would prefer a cobbler over a pie. It's just me. That's just me.
I would eat a
if we're
peach
talking
cobbler over
form
an apple
factor-
pie.
Yeah,
What's that?
form factor cobbler is solid,
Yeah,
but
and we have
so
it for
as
Thanksgiving.
my rule, right, is like in general, as a
Yes.
general pie type, apple is better.
Apple's
Pumpkin
good.
on Thanksgiving is an elite pie.
No.
That's the way I see
My-
it.
Uh,
I think
Thanksgiving
pumpkin on
pie is
Thanksgiving
pecan.
is so specific.
I don't
No,
pecan
pecan
pie.
pies are too sweet. They're
I don't
way
like-
too sweet all the time. They're mostly sugar.
I don't want
Right.
nuts.
You guys ranked the potato sugar bomb at A. I mean, a pecan pie is
But
just
it's
the
I
potato
think it's
sugar.
not
with-
even as sweet as a pecan pie.
Pumpkin.
That's my thing, man.
Pumpkin.
I think it's up
you
there.
say S. I honestly say it's got to settle in B. It's got to settle in the
Ah.
middle. Apple.
A.
I give that
Easily.
one an A.
Apple's A.
I can
Apple's A.
I can forgo apple pie. I won't touch a pumpkin pie.
The last two on this list, I don't know that we need to rank them, but because we just don't drink wine at all on Thanksgiving. I'm sure a lot of families do. That's just not a thing. So let's just leave that one unranked. Martinelli's sparkling cider, is that a thing for you guys? Yay, nay? You guys have it?
Sparkling apple juice? No.
Sure,
Yeah,
we do.
We have
but
it. We have it. It's solid at minimum A for me. Love the thing of Martinelli's.
It always gets
What do you guys
strange.
drink with your dinners? With your Thanksgiving dinner? What do you guys drink?
Whiskey.
For us, is it whiskey? For us,
Mixed
it actually
drinks.
is Martinelli's. We have Martinelli's. All
we
of us.
make
Mixed drink tea,
Okay.
yeah.
like iced tea.
we all
nice.
make we make old fashions. That's our thing at Thanksgiving for the whole family. There's somebody who just like either old fashions or Manhattans mostly, but mostly old fashions the last couple of years. So me and my brother-in-law and all the uncles and stuff, we just sit around. We usually play golf in the morning, and then we drink old fashions for the rest of the day. Nice. And then we like barely make it through dinner.
Yeah. I mean, Thanksgiving. I can say that my aunts and my mother and my sister and wife all drink red wine for most of Thanksgiving. Like they'll go through a couple bottles of Cab Sauv between them.
Yeah, all the aunts drink wine during Thanksgiving.
Huh. Dude, and then you know, a couple games of football in the back for us. It's a good day. Honestly, Thanksgiving is for me a very happy holiday. It really kind of kicks off that 1 month period. You know, leading up to Christmas. It's a fun time. Really enjoy it. I hope everyone listening has a great Thanksgiving with their families. So final rankings here: squash F. Sorry. C tier, we got scalloped potatoes, roasted vegetables, corn. B tier, we've got turkey, ham, sprouts, cream corn, jelly cranberry sauce, pumpkin pie. A tier, got the sides dominating. Rolls, stuffing, cornbread, mashed potatoes. I feel like mashed potatoes a lot of people are gonna give pushback and push that to S. Yeah. Green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole, apple pie, sparkling cider, Martinelli's, right? And then the S tier, we've got biscuits, we've got gravy, we've got mac and cheese, we've got the South dominating the SEC conference there. SEC S tier. There it is.
Alabama offensive line of
literally.
I mean, if you're looking at it,
some good old boys. If you're
looking at it practically, right? It's a solid carbohydrate, probably the fattiest thing on the menu, and dairy fats.
Yeah. What's up?
Like, it makes sense.
What's missing on this list? What's one thing that you would add? For me, it would be a peach cobbler. I think cobbler is something that we have. We have a range of a ton of desserts, so many. But we do like a cobbler. I enjoy a peach cobbler with a la mode, a little bit of ice cream on the side. That's something that I'd like to finish it off with. That's something honestly, that I would add to the list. What about you?
I've made Thanksgiving for like the last 4 or 5 years, like the whole thing. So you guys go golfing all morning. I spend the morning in the kitchen. My Thanksgiving dinners are usually smaller than this. Like, gravy, stuffing, green bean casserole, turkey, mashed potatoes, maybe cranberry sauce.
All the core essentials.
Very rarely will I do a dinner salad just because it's just additive, right?
Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah.
And by the time I get there, I'm exhausted and I don't even want to eat it. I'm just like, yeah, it's food. I've been snacking all day. I'm not hungry.
Props to you for stepping up. Hey, it's the day after stuff, man. That Thanksgiving after. Ooh, so good.
If anybody ever thinks about it, do not sous vide a turkey. Okay? It's amazing. It's delicious. It takes forever. And everybody ends up asleep because nothing leaves the turkey. And so all of the fat and juice stay in the bones, and then when you crisp it up, it's absolutely delicious. Okay, it takes forever. It's not worth the effort. Do not sous vide a turkey. Like, it's way too much work for what you get out of it. Spatchcock your turkey. It takes like 2 hours to roast. Move on with your day.
Ben, final word. Anything missing from this list, or are you kind of happy with where we're at?
No, I'm pretty happy with this. I think the only thing that might be missing, but this is like my wife's family does this, is they always have this. I'm pretty sure it's like just chocolate Jello pudding mix and whipped cream mixed into like a chocolate mousse.
No, a chocolate mousse for dessert.
Yeah, that's always somewhere. Somebody always makes it, right? Yeah. And that one is like, for some reason, that hits so well. And it's so easy.
My wife's family, there's some older folks in the family. They always do some like this little Jello salad type thing, which is like, some people like it, some people don't. I'm all about that thing. That's one thing that I didn't. I
Jello
like
salad's amazing.
Jelly things, huh?
Yeah.
Does it have like little fruit chunks in it?
Yeah. I'm into that.
Yeah. It's Jello, whipped cream, and a can of mixed fruit from elementary school, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
That is really good. It's usually some like kind of green or blue or some sort of weird
lime Jello usually, or blue raspberry Jello. Yeah.
I
love it.
It's solid.
Anyway. Well, hey, thank you for listening to this fun episode. This one ran a little bit longer, but we hope you enjoyed the debate. Let us know where you agree, where you differ. in the comments, especially on YouTube. Definitely want to get that convo going. Thanks for listening, guys, and we hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, a wonderful holiday season with your families, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.